Think of Manchester United, you think of global footballing heavyweights, names like Best, Charlton and Law from yesteryear. Well, those legends played here in 1967. As the English champions, they were launching themselves to the world. A special reunion has been held in Auckland for two teams that helped shape our footballing history. They were known as the Beatles of football, the champion Manchester United team of 1967.
And a great goal!
These are the men who took them on 55 years ago.
Play against literally the best team in the world at that point, club team at that point. You can't have a better experience than that.
Mark Burgess would go on to play 50 cricket tests and captain New Zealand. United arrived here with their own young star, a 21-year-old called George Best. Here he is tearing up Carlaw Park. Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law, Nobby Stiles, Paddy Crerand. Combined, they appeared in nearly 2,000 matches for United. First up in Auckland on a Sunday afternoon in late May, in front of nearly 30,000.
They were at your flat until 4 a.m. on the Monday morning after the game.
That's right, yes we were. They were all there thoroughly enjoying themselves. It was about 12:30, 1 o'clock when George Best burst into our flat and was carrying on.
United players had sent George Best on a wild goose chase around Auckland to keep him away from the party.
Noel Campbell just picked him up by the scruff of the neck.
Because you'd send him around town.
Yeah. And he put him up in front of the great big plate window and says, "Shut up and behave yourself or you're going through there."
Wouldn't have been safe to have taken a new girlfriend along when George Best was in the room, would it?
3 days later at English Park, Christchurch, United faced a hurriedly formed New Zealand team.
But to be standing in the middle of the field with Bobby Charlton? Come on, no kid from Haitaitai in Wellington would ever think that one day that was going to happen.
They were absolutely blown away that we were amateurs.
You've never seen footage of the goal?
Here's rare footage of Auckland's only goal at Carlaw Park, a cracker from then 23-year-old George Lamont.
What was it like seeing your goal tonight?
Oh, I loved it. That night the dude, Dennis Law, came up to me and said, "Great goal, George." So, that was special.
Auckland and New Zealand conceded a combined 19 goals in 2 games. But the thrill lives on for the family of late goalkeeper Arthur Stroud.
The goalie playing in the game had to put an ad for his own company in the program.
That's life, yeah.
That's New Zealand in the 60s.
Totally, yeah. And that sums up the difference between the two, how vast the gap was between the two teams.
Did you get a shirt? Did you get anything that reminds you of the game?
No, I never got a shirt, but I got a lot of back chat.
The referee from the Auckland match, now 93-year-old Les Kaufman, was presented with his handwritten ref's report, which has survived over half a century.
I'm trying to work out who brought George Best down in the box for the penalty.
It was one of us.
I swapped with David Sadler, yes. That was after the Christchurch game. And I swapped my New Zealand tie for his.
David Sadler gave you that because of the number of times you kicked George Best.
I knew we were going to get beat. We'd do our best, but just to see them playing was terrific.
That weekend I will never ever forget.
The matches helped ignite footballing interest here and begin Manchester United's big global push when a group of Kiwi part-timers took on football royalty. Brilliant night. Lovely bunch of blokes.
That was a lovely story to have.
They need to write a book about what George Best got up to in this country. It would be a big seller. Alan Stroud's still at the party, apparently.
Oh, good stuff. Fantastic. Bunch of legends.